Looking for beautiful homes with the absolute convenience of getting to anywhere you want to be in Vegas while having ample space, great single stories, amazing 2 stories, pools, parks, everything around you that you could imagine? Well, here we are at a beautiful community called Stonegate in Silverado Ranch in the 89123 zip code. You're going to want to learn about all of the gems that this community has to offer. Follow me. So Gallery Oaks was the original street where the models were on. So this is when I was first introduced to the community. This is the street that I came to tour the models all the way back in 1998. So the original Cambridge model. We're coming up here to the Winchester model. Then we have the Sheffield. Then the Manchester. And on the corner there is the biggest one, the Buckingham. The community of Stonegate started building back in 1998 and continued building through the year 2000. There's 161 homes that are part of the Stonegate community. However, there's actually 163 homes inside of the community. Why is that, do you ask? Well, there was 71 acres bought by the original builder, Astoria Homes, and as it turned out, there were already 2 homes in existence, and they didn't want to give their lots up. They didn't want to sell their homes and be torn down. So they still exist right in the center of the community. Now the community is separated by either going right or left, so there's 2 sides of the community. However, this nice little path that I'm on right now is what connects both of those sides for any of the residents that might want to walk around, walk their dog. So it's a very community feel here in Stonegate. This community is right off of Maryland Parkway between Serene and Silverado Ranch. The closest exits from the 215 are at Eastern and 215 and at Windmill and 215, depending on which direction you're coming from. And we've had a couple local celebrities living in here. In this home right here, this was the former home of downtown Gordy Brown, the amazing impressionist, singer, comedian. Here we are at one of the 2 park areas within the Stonegate community. These open areas are great and you'll see kids playing in them. I know that there were Easter egg hunts in this one many times, and you'll see dogs out here running around having a good time. There are 2 of them. This is the smaller of the 2. The other one actually has some park benches and some tabletops. Again, you see anything from the dogs playing to kids playing to soccer nets put up and practice happening to an Easter egg hunt. So great that this is within the gates of the community. So as I mentioned, there's 161 homes that are part of the community, 163 that exist in the community. Of those 161, they start out as low as 2,700 square feet on the single stories and go all the way up to 5,400 square feet. Now there are a couple in here that will show us a little bit more square footage. That's because they did an addition. There are also several homes that have added an auxiliary garage or a workshop or even a casita. Of the 161 homes, there are 86 single-story homes and 75 that are two-story. So it's about a 50-50 mix, give or take. 118 of the homes in Stonegate have a pool, so that is the better majority of the homes within Stonegate. It's also a community that doesn't sell quite as often as many of the other communities in town. All of these lots really provide a lot of space. So talking about the lots, they are ranging from the smallest lot of 1/4 of an acre to up to 4/10 of an acre. Other than those two that were originally in here, those are about 3/4 of an acre each. Low price point of about $600,000, which is pretty rare to find. That's going to be a home that was not renovated, that is original from the 1990s, 2000 area. All the way up to the highest, most recent sale was $1.25 million for one of the 5,400 square foot models. So you can see there's a fairly wide range. However, a lot of the single stories will sell in the $750,000 to $850,000, maybe even $900,000 price point, depending on exactly how many upgrades and how recently renovated it was. Now, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned convenience. I mentioned being in the heart of it all. So we are 12 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. We are about 12 minutes from the St. Rose I-15 intersection to take you on the I-15 out to California. We're about 40 minutes from you launching your boat, and we're about an hour to the ski slopes in Mount Charleston. It's an unbelievably convenient community for getting all around town. There's nothing that's really far away from here, and we're only a couple minutes from the I-15 as well as the 215 entrances and exit ramps at a couple of the different exits, being Windmill and Silverado Ranch. We're also surrounded by an immense amount of shopping. We've got a Sam's Club that we can literally throw a rock at right now. We've got a Costco about 5 minutes away in the other direction. And we've got a ton of parks, restaurants, bowling alleys, recreational areas, theaters. So everything is within reach here, whether you wanted to just walk or take a quick ride in the car. Now you're probably wondering, that's interesting that you know so much about the community. There's 161 homes, but 2 of them were original homes, so there's really 163. They're in the community, yet they don't belong to the community. They're not part of the HOA and don't have to abide by the HOA rules. Well, there's 3 reasons why I know this kind of information. 1, I'm a real estate professional, and it's my job to know this stuff. 2, I've been a 30-year resident of the Las Vegas area, so I know this whole city like the back of my hand. And 3, I happen to live right here in Stonegate. This is the place that I call home. So yes, I'm a bit biased, and I do love the community. I've actually been here from when it was first constructed. I moved into my home in November of '99, and as a real estate professional, I get to see all the homes across the valley, and there are some glorious and magnificent homes, and I still struggle to find one that I would replace mine with right now. So I have done the renovations, I have upgraded, but I'm sitting on a 4/10 of an acre lot, and I've really done it exactly the way I wanted to from step one, from just a vacant piece of land all the way up with the renovations that I've done. So that's why I know so much about this community here at Stonegate.